It's a road game for the Knicks, and they're facing an interconference foe today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. And with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. So the Lakers win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Knicks, Anthony and Stoudemire make up the forwards. Calderon and Smith are the 1 and the 2. And it's Dallenberg in at the center position.
A lot of praise has been sent Kobe's way over the years, but perhaps one of the biggest I heard last season was when Grant Hill called him the toughest person he ever had to guard.
Now here is Smith. From deep. Carlos Boozer pulls it in.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, you know, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You know, you might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having the choice, I think, is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And for Carmelo, there was no question the Knicks would offer him a full max contract. A bigger contract than any other team could offer. But given their struggles, it still had to be a tough decision for him.
Smith kicks to Dallenberg from 13. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Now the Knicks with it. Here's Anthony. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, kind of ironic that Melo said he wanted to experience free agency. You know, if he just waited and signed with the Knicks in July back in 2011, that team would have been left with a lot more assets and players who could have helped him win.
Kobe, that's good.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Calderon kicks to Smith. Anthony on the wing. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Outside Bryant. From deep. And Dallenberg pulls it down. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kept alive. Here's Anthony. A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Anthony's got his second bucket.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Clark had trouble with teams out west, as can be expected. Everybody did. Only took 11 of their 30 matchups. And it certainly hurt them in the standings. 11 and 19 against the West.
Here's Smith. Following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Calderon kicks to Smith. They get it back. Here's Stoudemire. Right through the D for the layup.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Johnson kicks to Bryant. Here's Boozer. No luck. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Stoudemire with a screen on Kobe. And it's Smith penetrating. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. Nick Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Dallenberg. Shumpert comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Hardaway's checked in for Smith. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jose Calderon. Shumpert with it, picked up by Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Prigioni. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Kobe goes in, and he gets it to go. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Passes to Prigioni. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Young kicks it over to Nash. Nailed from three-point land. Nash has got 5 now.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it to Young. Back to Nash. He feeds it to Kobe. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. And so that's the end of the first quarter. Offensively, pretty stagnant. Lakers lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Shumpert and Anthony are at the forward slots. Hardaway is out there with Pablo Prigioni. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
That's right, Kevin, and we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As everyone knows, Amari Stoudemire has had to battle back from his share of numerous injuries, and he switched to a vegan diet in order to help stay healthy. He said it was tough, and when asked which foods he missed the most, he said, "I love chicken, and I love Chilean sea bass. I missed it, but I wanted to stay strong." Guys?
Interesting. Thanks, Doris.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometime in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
And guys, for Shumpert, he's got to improve his finishing around the rim. With his size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Jason Smith. Stoudemire comes in for Carmelo Anthony. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Calderon in for Pablo Prigioni.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
That's a 2 from Smith. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go. And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Here's Hardaway. Good work defensively by Johnson.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure. Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Boozer comes in for Randall.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And he gets it to go. Hill's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country, and it is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. Worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. So that gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
Kobe's checked in for Nick Young.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Fires the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Boozer's got his 5th rebound in this one. 13 feet away. Kobe with the bucket. Bryant's got 8 points.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Back to Calderon. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Lynn. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Johnson. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And he's shaking off a poor first-quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Hill, no good.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
We've got 22 seconds left from the first half of basketball. And a wide-open look for Lynn. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lynn's got 5.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
And so he hits both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
Your Lakers.
The Lakers on top.
39.
They lead by 14. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Is our #1 concern in the event of emergency.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to... On a comeback.
New York has its hand.
Assist.
Here is Calderon.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change and even the change in the front office during last season, you absolutely expect them to take on a new direction.
Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Johnson in the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the buckets from Jose Calderon. They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once summer was in full swing, Clark, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and implement the triangle was a big one. And they also made some trades to shake up a roster that many felt underachieved last year.
There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Smith. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Smith's got 6.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Knicks trailed by 15. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Calderon with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Fires the 3.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on it.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher going straight from his playing to his new job as the Knicks head coach. He brushed aside questions about his lack of experience, saying, basketball is a game that I'm experienced in playing, understanding, leading in, and helping achieve the greatest gift in the world as an athlete, and that's being a champion. Not bad, guys.
No lack of confidence. He understands winning, Doris. Thanks. And he makes both free throws.
Samuel Dalembert, a 6'11" shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
Knicks trailed by 13. Here's Anthony. Here's Stoudemire. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense there from Boozer. With the floater. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And last season, Dalembert, a bit of a stopgap for Dallas. He faced his share of critiques from Coach Carlisle regarding conditioning Clark and focus.
In addition to that, somewhat turnover prone too, Kevin. He can pick up careless fouls as well, but when you're an athletic 6'11" who can make free throws and finish around the basket, you always have a home in the
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
New York moving it around. Smith wide open. He fires. New York no good that time either.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Calderon passing to D'Alembert. That is good. Timeout called the Lakers. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played, Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. And so the fit with their spread out system might have limited his playing time.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Randall. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint. And Hill tried to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. I mean, where he's best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards and really defensively as well.
Here's Smith, and it's good. Smith's got 6. Lakers leading by 17. Nash kicks to Bryant. Pulls up. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, I think he's a guy that can really be a player to watch.
It's stolen by Davis. Taken away by Anthony.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Here's Nash. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Hardaway. New York, no good that time either. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead. Lakers leading by 19 points. And New York looking at who they've got. Shumpert and Anthony are at the forward sets. Calderon and Smith are the 1 and the 2. And it's Stoudemire in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Launches a 3. Lin's shot is off. Knicks trail by 17. They get the rebound. Calderon got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Shumpert against Young. Here's Stoudemire. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Samuel D'Alembert is checked in for the Knicks.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals, and they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Knicks trail by 20. Anthony kicks to D'Alembert. Puts up the baby hook. And it's in off the backboard.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Lynn dishes to Johnson. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him wide open behind the arc.
And he gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And a fast break now for New York. Smith with the ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Amar'e Stoudemire still an efficient scorer attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Boozer, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't hit the second. And Amar'e, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate to command more minutes on this team. And we'll see if he can make that happen.
Pulls up. Makes it off the glass.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
That drops. 9 points for Johnson. Knicks trailed by 15. Anthony drives in. Hill against Dallenberg. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Here's Bryant. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Well, Kobe Bryant last season for the first time introducing high tops as his custom basketball shoes, looking to provide a little more support for that injured Achilles.
The first one falls. And Kobe had been wearing ultra-low tops. Do you think that contributed, Clark, at all to his Achilles injury?
No, I won't point to that. An Achilles injury is a freak injury. I mean, it can happen any number of ways. It's just a freak thing, in my opinion. Well, you know, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson over to help. Stoudemire, the pass to Calderon. The shot no good. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be. Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Lakers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Kobe Bryant. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And that one's good, Henry. Well, guys, as we know, there were some low points for the Lakers along the way, losing to the Clippers by about 50 points, which turned out to be the biggest loss in the history of the franchise.
And Kobe looked visibly distraught after that loss. I mean, it still had a backhanded compliment to say about it when he said, well, now I know what it feels like to be a Clipper fan all these years. Gotta love Kobe, always with a way with words.
For New York, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Smith, no luck. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sacre. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Feeds it to Prigioni. Back to Shumpert. And Acey kicks to Smith. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.